Today is an exciting video, friends. I have a box of goodies here. I have some hot new makeup releasers, some blushes, some lip products, a brow product, an eyeshadow palette, the works. This was sent over to me from one of my friends. They sent me some makeup that they were not going to use. I did also purchase a couple of the Oden's eye blushes. Everything else was sent to me from a friend, not a brand. Everything else was sent to me. These I purchased myself, and I just want to like play in makeup today. Like, that is my plan. That is what I want to do. I'm going to zoom you in. We're going to get started. So we're already starting off strong. It takes me forever to do my eyebrows, okay? It literally takes me forever. I have to create a brow. So I was like, oh, before we dive in, I should just throw my brows on real quick. And I threw my brows on using the products that I always use, forgetting that I had a new product here from Milk Makeup. So this is the Kush High Roll Brow Tint Gel. I have the shade, I don't know, DUB? Dub? I don't know which shade it is. I will link this particular one in the description box down below. But this is not on my eyebrows right now. What I am going to do though is, before I edit this video, I will actually use this product. I will brush it on over my brows. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm thinking what I might do is brush it on the brow on its own, and then the way that I typically do my brows is I go in with some kind of pencil. I kind of like shape my brows. I draw some brow hairs in, and then I like to go over with a brow gel. So I'll probably show you in this clip both of those ways, putting it on just straight on the brow and then using it more on top of a using it as like a topper on top of a pencil or a pen, and we'll see how it looks. We'll see how it goes. I have not tried any Milk Makeup brow products. I'm pretty tried and true. I stick to pretty much like what I'm comfortable with, what I already know and love, but I'm excited to try something different. So I'm thankful that I have this in my collection. All of these products that we're using today, I am going to keep them together and keep using them, and I'll come back and do a speed reviews too. So you're seeing the demo today, you're seeing what it looks like, but don't worry, stay tuned. We will do full reviews. I'm super excited because I have not tried anything from Saie, y'all. I have not tried Saie. This is the Glowy Super Gel Dewy Illuminating Fluid, and this is in the shade Star Glow. I'm super excited about this. I haven't even opened it yet. I've been wanting to try Saie like forever, and I just haven't yet. Look at this packaging. It's like glass packaging. It has some weight to it. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna guess that this is one of the lighter shades. We have a nice little pump here. It says that this is made in Italy, y'all, and Italy, they know how to make some good makeup. Okay, so this is one of those where I feel like you're able to use it a multitude of ways. It says that you can use it underneath your foundation, you can mix it in with foundation, you can use it as an illuminizer. You can use it as a liquid highlighter, is what I'm trying to say. What I'm going to do is just take a little bit. I'm gonna use this the same way that I would use like my Auric Glow Lust, and I just kind of put it on like the high points of my cheeks and whatever's left over on my forehead. And I kind of use this more so as a base product. I will say, there's a scent. What does it smell like? Let me put a little bit on the back of my hand so that you can see. It's a very light scent, and it's something that as I've kind of rubbed it into my skin, it's gone away. I wanna say I don't see any kind of shimmers, I don't see glitter, I don't see specks. It is giving me more of like glassy skin effect without the shimmer and glitter. So if you're someone who is interested in trying products like this one has it, this one doesn't, but you're not into like the shimmer and glitter, but you still want more of a glassy effect, this might be something to look into, because I did just rub this into my face and I don't really feel like you can tell, other than my skin, my face looks more hydrated. That's why I'm adding some more. Typically with my Auric Glow Lust, I don't really know that there are specks of glitter or shimmer. What I might do is insert a picture of the two of them, maybe swatched next to each other or out on my hands or something, maybe a little clip or a picture, because I'm interested to see them side by side. This one is giving me more of like what my Glow Recipe Nice and my Dewdrops give me. It's not the same texture, it's not the same feel, but like the overall look of my skin, because I did just put more on my face. To me, it doesn't look like a liquid highlighter. It looks more like a glass skin effect. I'm using mine as a primer. It doesn't really feel like it's giving me any extra hydration. I mean, it feels nice on the skin. It's kind of silky and velvety. It feels like it's just giving me more like a glass skin effect. So I'm excited. This is fancy packaging, y'all. So this is what my face is looking like. I don't have a new, that's kind of not true. I do have a new like complexion product that I'm gonna try, but it's going to get its own video. I didn't have a new like complexion product to try with this specific collection here. So I did just put a little bit of the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation on, and I chose this foundation specifically because I wanted to see how it worked with the Saie. I know that this is called like a satin foundation, but I don't find it to be like overly dewy, overly glowy, overly, like it's almost not super comfortable on my skin. I did a whole review on this, so I wanted to see if putting this on top of the Saie gave me a little more oomph. So before I put on some more base products and we can jump into the other goodies in this box, I wanted to show you what this was looking like. I just did something I don't normally do. Normally I like powder underneath my eyes to like set my concealer down, and then I go in with bronzer, but I went in with some bronzer just using my Dior one, because one of the products that my friend sent me was a Saie liquid blush. This is in the shade Baby, giving me like bubblegum pink vibes. This is called the Dew Blush, so the liquid cheek flush. I am excited to try this out. If you've been here for a while, you're like, are you? Are you excited to try it out? Because I don't love creams and liquid products. Wow, this is tricky. Which is true. I don't love a cream and liquid product, but my friend said, like, I have these blushes. Do you want me to send you one to try? And guys, I'm always interested in trying. Like, I don't buy a ton of these products just because it's not my personal preference, but like, I want to try it. Okay, I want to try it. So this is the shade Baby. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm like, do I use a brush? Do I use my hand? Let me think. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going, oh, there's like a lot that came out on this doe foot applicator. Like 1, 2, 3 little dots. 3 little dots. Let's see. I do have a dirty brush from BK Let me try and clean it. I need to wash my brushes, the 109. But I want to use this. This is, woo, she pigmented, y'all. Y'all saw, I did 3 tiny dots. 3 tiny dots. And I got some pigment. So part of why I don't feel like I love cream products is because I feel like it's an extra step and I blend them away. But, hello pigment. She is there. Wow. And yes, dewy. Ooh, yes. Dewy. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I don't know why I was just taking my sponge, because I feel like my sponge, you know what, maybe that's my problem, is a lot of times I would use a sponge, but sponges soak up the product. Ooh, she glowy. Yes, and mixed in like a glowy blush mixed in with this glowy luminizing product. I think I'm going to do, I mean, like, why not? We're here, right? I'm trying not to even wipe it off on the side. Let me just do like one more dot here. Y'all are probably like, really, Kelly? Like, that's gonna be even more pigmented, but I'm gonna take my fingers. Well, okay, so I kind of feel like, listen, I'm no expert, y'all, but I kind of feel like if you are looking for the best bang for your buck with pigmentation and you're using this particular cream product, first I would say go in with your fingers. Fingers are going to give you the most bang for your buck, but also I love this brush right here, the 109 from BK Beauty. I kind of wish I had another one, because this is great for cream bronzers. It's great for cream blush. If you want like the lightest Like I'm using this sponge kind of to go around the edges. If you want like the lightest application, sponge will soak up some of the product for you. But do y'all see that? This is a pretty color too. It's baby, like bubblegum pink, but hello, we are here. I'm just gonna powder real quick underneath my eyes. This is my Sigma powder in the shade Vanilla Bean. I don't powder my whole face, but I normally just go like underneath my eyes, but I might go around a little bit of like this cream product too, just to kind of set it all in, because I do have like an illuminizing product and concealer and liquid foundation and all of the things. I just want to make sure everything is set in place. You're probably like, you missed blush on this side of your face. No, I know. We have another blush. Okay, so then this is where I purchased these on my own. The newest Oden's Eye collection. I passed on the eyeshadow palette, but I picked up 2 of the blushes. There were 3. They come in this like cute little saucer packaging. There's also this, y'all know with my eyeshadow palettes, I keep these clear plastic things. I should have taken pictures of these. I did not yet. Fail, fail, fail. Okay, so this one right here is in Pink Bloom. And then the other one that I picked up, y'all, this packaging is like stunning. This one that I picked up is the Lilac Mist. So in my personal opinion, I kind of feel like this one should be lilac and this one should be Pink Bloom, because it looks a little bit more pink to me here and this looks a little more lilac. So what happened was I ordered Lilac Mist, this one, thinking it was this one, and it wasn't. So I ended up with both of them. But since we have hot pink over here, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking of doing this one over here to kind of even them out. Maybe I'll do that. I will show you swatches. I'll show you swatches of both of these so that you can see them. But I think we're gonna take the pink one and I'm gonna put that on this side of my face. So when I say pink one, it's the Lilac Mist, okay? This is my Singe F01 and I don't even wanna touch it. I don't wanna touch it, it's so pretty. Okay, still super pretty, but I do have blush. I've never tried the Oden's Eye blushes. I just tapped ever so lightly, really, because whoa, okay, I went in a little bit more heavy-handed there. I was tapping ever so slightly just because I didn't want to mess up this. I haven't taken a picture of it yet, but holy cow, when I went in a second time, I picked up a punch. I love that it still looks untouched though. So big pigment here. I've been wanting to try the Oden's Eye face products. You can see the powder is definitely giving me some pigment. I think I'm gonna add some more of the Saie. I am a powder blush lover. I think when I went over with some powder, we lost a little tiny bit of this baby. And so I'm just gonna do, listen, everything in me wants to do a couple dots because I feel like I need to. No, I do not. I do not need to. And really, I'm just going to put it right here to even it out. I'm also going to skip highlighter today. I'm very much still into highlighter, bright, blingy highlighter at that. This Saie cream product, by the way, did not move any of my foundation. Even after going in with powder and putting more on, I think it looks great. You can tell that I'm wearing 2 blushes. This one from Oden's Eye is definitely bam in your face because your girl went in kind of heavy-handed. Let me put a little, do y'all blush your nose? I mean, I'm into it. I am into a blushed nose moment. But this blush right here from Oden's Eye in Lilac Mist, which looks like it should be Pink Bloom to me. Very pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. Just tap in and apply. You can see this one is matte, but I feel like this side, the powder blush, you can still see some glow from the Saie Illuminating product. I obviously don't have highlighter on. I'm not going to put it on for this particular video, but you can see like some glow. And this is a matte blush, very, very matte. And then over here, this is more of like a lighter, I feel like the clean girl aesthetic, if you will. It's lighter, but you have the glowy, dewy blush on top of the glowy illuminizer, and it looks super healthy if you ask me. People are saying eyeshadow is dead. Not new, by the way. I have to disagree. I do not think eyeshadow is dead. I did watch a video from Jen Phelps. It was a really good video. I just tried to put eye primer on the finger that has blush all over it. I watched this video from Jen Phelps, and I'll link it down below, and she was like talking about statistics of like the eyeshadow is dead theory. And I get it. And there is a decline. I mean, that is true. But I feel like there's always going to be a market for eyeshadow. There will always be people who are interested, and when the day comes, I feel like eyeshadow will make a comeback. Everything, y'all, if you follow trends, so I'm a millennial, and not too long ago, people said skinny jeans were gone. Skinny jeans were a thing of the past. We were all into the boyfriend pant. I didn't get into that, y'all. I'm not doing a middle part. I am side part for life. I did not get a boyfriend pant. I still have my skinny jeans. And now I saw online, March of 2024, skinny jeans are back. Anyway, I have this eyeshadow palette from Smashbox here. This is their newest release. Wow, this is tiny. This is tiny. This is like smaller than what it looks like in pictures. So definitely the size of my hand, but even like the actual eyeshadows themselves are tiny. But my friend asked me if I wanted to try one of these. I picked this one because y'all know, I love a neutral. I love a cozy vibe. And so this is what we're doing today. The fact that I talk about cleaning my brushes or needing to clean them in every video, y'all, we are using my handy dandy Sigma switch over here, and I'm gonna use my BK 202, and I think I'm going to, I just wanna use them all. I'm gonna go into this cute little shade right here and put that right in the crease. I don't recall trying a ton of Sigma eyeshadows, to be honest. I remember back when they did their collab with Casey Holmes. Y'all, I watched Casey Holmes when she was It's Blondie. Who else? Who else was here for It's Blondie? I remember that. But I remember when she did her collab with Smashbox, and I remember they came out with like a ton of little tiny small palettes. And I don't recall ever really purchasing and trying a ton of their eyeshadows, but I'm finding this one shade that I've used so far to be very creamy and blendable. I also know that if this palette seems boring to you, Smashbox did come out with 4 different shades. It was just my girlfriend had gotten 2 of them, so she sent me this one, which I truly, truly appreciated. Then just because I kind of want to use some more shades, I think I'm gonna go in maybe with this one right here and my fluffy Sigma E40, and we are just going to kind of use that to diffuse right here. Not necessarily a step that you would have to do. Y'all, I think I'm going to really enjoy this color story. Every time people see color stories like this, and they're like, wow, that's so boring. I'm like, I guess I'm just boring. I guess I'm just boring because I love this. I always try to mention the brushes that I'm using down below. I mean, like in my video, but I have them down below also. This is the Singe EO2, and just to use some more, I'm gonna go into this one right here on the end. And I think I'm gonna focus it on like this outer section. This one doesn't really look like it's showing up. I mean, like it's a shade darker than the one in my crease. It could just be because I'm using a fluffy brush, but I'm really gonna try to use as many like shadows as I can. Then just for funsies, because we're here and why not, going into this deep matte and my 207, my 207 from BK Beauty, and just focusing this a little bit more in the outer area. If I wasn't trying this out, y'all, I never use this many shades on my eyes. I just really like this ombre effect though, but I just want to see how many shades I can use because I have the palette, so why not? Okay, so we're not going to use this one today, but I think what I'm going to do is go in with my BK 203, and I'm going to use this darker shimmer on the outer part and this lighter shimmer on the inner part of my eye, and of course I'll spray my brush with Fix Plus. So here we have that deeper shimmer, layering it over the browns just because I don't have a lot of lid space to work with. I'm kind of doing like 2/3 of my eye, I'd say. Okay, so I always spray my shimmers, that's just out of habit, but I do want to say these are more of like satin type of shimmers, like a satin finish, not like a super pigmented, super like sparkly, glowy shimmer. So I don't necessarily feel like spraying them was necessary. I feel like that was just more habitual for me. So I do want to put that out there. Like, I don't think that this is going to be a formula where you have to spray it, and I really don't know that spraying it is giving me much more bang for my buck, but that's just kind of out of habit. So let's try doing, I'm just gonna flip this over and I'm gonna go into this lighter shimmer here. This packaging feels really light too, but I'm gonna try it without spraying. Yeah, it's still giving me like a satin type of vibe. I don't necessarily feel like you need to spray it, and I don't necessarily feel like spraying it is going to do a ton. But I do feel like if you are someone with texture on your eyes, I occasionally struggle with eczema on my eyelids and it gets very textured. Or if you have mature eyelids or a lot of like crinkles and wrinkles, as my friend Heather Austin would say, I feel like this formula may be nice for you because it is more of like a satin type of finish as opposed to, you know, I've been dabbling in the world of indie, and indie shimmers are kind of known for like being out there, being super sparkly and shiny. And this is not going to do that. Yeah. What I'm gonna do real quickly is do the lower lash line. I feel like that's gonna be boring. We're gonna use some mats, put the lower lash line down. I'm gonna put some mascara on, and I have a couple lip products for you. Okay, so here is the finished look with the eyes with the Cozy Vibes palette. I do feel like the name Cozy Vibes is like perfectly fitting. Another thing, this is like a snap closure. It's not magnetic. I feel like the mattes are not the most pigmented mattes that I've ever tried in my life. They blended fine. I was able to create a look with it. The shimmers, like I said, are great if you have more mature eyelids or texture, but I feel like with the mattes, if you're looking for like deep, dark, vampy, this ain't gonna be it, boo. Like, this ain't gonna be the one. If you are looking for, I think this is gonna be great for me for like every day going to work. I'm a teacher, so like getting up, going to work, I would probably use like one matte shade, one shimmer shade. I didn't use this combo here. I would use like those two as a combo. I feel like this will be a great kind of everyday, easy type of palette. I don't think this is the one that I'm gonna reach for like in October and November when I'm a wedding guest at 2 different weddings. I don't think this is gonna be the one. I think it'll be something different, but I like the look that I created. I thought it was good quality. Just beware, like this is a tiny palette, and the actual shades in here are also very tiny. So be aware of that. I don't know the price of this because my girlfriend sent it to me, but I'm going to go ahead and say, without looking at the price, if this is anything over $30, I think it would be a waste. I feel like if this is in the $20 range, 22, 24, yes, I feel like that would be a fair price, but I feel like even 28 would be pushing it. So just personal opinion there. I do also have 2 lip products to share with you. These are the Colourpop So Juicy Lippies. It's what I have on my lips right now. The first one that you're gonna see is the Colourpop So Juicy in the shade Berry Spritz. And this is definitely, yeah. Definitely very similar to the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump because you are pressing up the bottom, the product is coming out of the top. There is a little bit of a cooling texture to this one. You'll notice the berry shade. I feel like the pigment was a little uneven. Definitely a very glossy texture. I feel like with the Tarte, I still got an even pigment with color, but more so with this berry shade, I felt like the pigmentation was kind of splatty or splotchy, but it still worked. I mean, on top of a lip liner, it would be nice. The one that I have on my lips right now is the shade Dough, and this one is honestly just like very much my lips. Like it looks like I just have kind of a nudie gloss on top. There is a little bit of a cooling texture. I feel like the Tarte cooling effect or cooling texture is a little bit stronger. This one is very light. I think these are great for the people who are into balms. If you're into balm, this is not something, friends, that I would throw in your bag and forget about. This is going to melt in the Texas heat. If I leave this in my car, if I leave it in my purse and my purse is somewhere hot, this is gonna melt. I'm not gonna bring it to like an outdoor soccer game or baseball or anything like that. But like if you're in the air conditioning or the winter or cooler places in the world, then yes. But I feel like these will melt. The packaging's not my fave. Packaging isn't my fave, but I think if you're into like a glossy balm kind of thing and you don't mind like a cooling vibe, this could be it for you. So here is what we are looking like. These are all first impressions. Like I said, subscribe, stay tuned. I'm going to do a full review, just going over these, the Saie Illuminizing, what are these called? The Star Glow Glowy Super Gel feels just more of like a glossy balm texture to me. It's not giving me any sparkle or shine, just more so a glassy effect. I forgot to spray my face with setting spray like I normally do, and I do feel like this is pulling through the e.l.f. foundation that I used today, and it's giving me like some glow and hydration. So I don't hate it. Would I go out and purchase it? I don't know, but I don't hate it. Then we went into some blushes. So we have the Saie Blush over here and we have an Odin's Eye Blush over here. I am excited to play with these. The Saie is much more pigmented than I was expecting. A couple dots, maybe blend it out with your finger if you're looking for like the most pigmentation. I really liked how easily the Odin's Eye Blush blended out. I liked that I didn't need too much. Beautiful pigmentation. I'm excited to try both of these more. I do think that this Smashbox palette has a place in my life. I don't think eyeshadow is dead. I think there is a place for this, and I feel like it'll be just quick and easy for me to go to. It's just much smaller than I expected. These lip products, I'm not gonna go out and purchase more, but I feel like on maybe a light makeup day or like a no makeup day, or if my lips are feeling a little chapped, I like the cooling texture. It's similar to Buxom White Russian lip gloss, the Buxom lip glosses. Similar to that, it's not burning, it's not stinging, it's not uncomfortable, but like there's something there. Like I feel it. But if you're into the glosses and the balms, these are not super duper pigmented. I feel like the Tarte are a little bit more pigmented, but looking for like glossy, balmy type of texture, this will be great. And I am really frustrated with myself that I forgot about this brow gel, but thanks to the power of editing. Thank you, editing apps, iMovie, thank you. You were able to see this in person, and you'll just have to wait for a follow-up to hear my thoughts on it. But that is going to do it for this one. Thank you to my beautiful friend who sent this over to me. I loved trying all of these goodies. I would love to know your thoughts down below. Have you tried any of these? Are you eyeing any of these? Do you want to pick any of these up? Let me know down below. Also, are you watching the Olympics? Because I am. I don't know what time it is, but I know at 4 o'clock I need to stop filming because gymnastics is on. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.